Well, it's a harsh truth, but so I'm just going to say it. But we're not good at being business owners. Um, I don't know why that is because we understand how things work. So we should, logic says we should be good at running a business. But most of us just are not. It's just not what we're good at. It's not what we've learned. We're also by nature are control freaks because we want it to be accurate and correct. We also overcomplicate things. So you put all those together and you end up with these businesses that are run so incredibly inefficient. And it sometimes just makes you scratch your head and go, I don't know how you made it this far. And so that's where it comes in and say, look, we're not all good at everything. That's why we go to the doctor's office. That's why we take our car to a car mechanic, right? We didn't learn all of these things. We learned how to be lawyers. So I think the biggest thing is just understanding and recognizing it's okay that this isn't your forte. Find someone that can help you do some of these type of things. And as we started, I think the bookkeeping was probably I would say that's the biggest one where people struggle so much. Um, there is a fear of giving up the books. I know how it works and this is my process. And if they can just sort of let that go and say, all right, this is what you do, so do it, and just be done with it. Like let that burden go. You don't need to carry that on your shoulders. So I'd say bookkeeping is the biggest time consumer. And then other than that, it's just vetting vendors is a real pain. And so that's where I think we've kind of already done that. And, you know, when we first started, we were trying to do all of these services in house. But as time went on, we had our own people answering phones for everybody. We had our own bookkeepers, our own payroll people, our own IT people, our own mailroom, all this stuff. But as time went on, we started to realize, even going to the next level here, is there are companies in every single one of these areas that this is all they do. So they are really good at it. There's a mail company out there that they've got 16 printers that if one goes down, they're ready for the next one, right? So how can we collectively take advantage of all of those? And that's where we came along and said, all right, well, we're going to go find like 20 different vendors, lump them all together, and make it so you don't have to go find each one of them. You basically come to us, we'll help you pick the best ones, and then we'll manage those vendors. So we'll help you get set up with them, deal with the transition. If the vendor's not performing, instead of going in and getting an employee in trouble, you come to us and we'll deal with the vendor. It's the same kind of concept, but it's almost just like having a virtual firm administrator at that point who manages all of your vendors instead of employees.